Guys, so this video I'm showing you again how I do my pens, but this time I'm going to do shaker pens. So I got my straw here. I'm using the same straw I normally use for my pens, so pushed all the way in, and I need to make sure where I'm cutting. So I am holding this one and I cut this bit off the exact size of here, get in there. So I just cut this off. Now push it in there and see if it fits. It looks like it's a tiny bit extra, so this time I'm just going to go just a tiny bit and back on again here, and you can see it fits perfectly. So this one now is touching it, so I don't need to put anything at the back. So normally I put either the blue tack or the kneading eraser. So, and one thing, these are the shaker's pen I'm doing as well, so I'll show you how to do the shaker's pen. So I'm going to finish all of them, and I hope perfect size. So when you touch it, the resin doesn't go inside the straw when touching. So on this mold, it has got like this for you can put any, when your pens get ready, you can put any charms like bow, any tiny flowers, anything like heart. I have to cut this one because yes, I knew it. So I need and yeah. So thank you guys for watching my videos. I'm getting quite a lot of subscriber now, and my videos getting quite recommended on YouTube and a search engine. If you have any queries, you can always pop the message, and I have got my socials on description box as well. If you can give me follow on Instagram or Facebook, it would be brilliant, and I really appreciate that. And if you have any more whatever other tutorial you want me to do, just comment and I'll see what I can do. Alright, so when you put your straw, just make sure it's touching on right on here, because we don't want resin to seep through in the straw. So you can see it's quite different. They've got star, moon here. It's got like a, that's a rabbit, a cat, and things like that. I got heart here. So it's probably popular, but I'm doing first time, so I'm not sure, but probably popular for the children, especially the girls, whoever goes to the school for the diary or anything like that. Okay, if you have cut a little bit extra, what you need to do, just put the kneading eraser. So got this kneading eraser, it's kneadable. It's kind of the blue tack, but it's eraser, and I'm going to put a roll in my finger. And because I cut it short, so I'm going to put in there so resin doesn't seep through. That's the easy way to fix it if you have cut extra. But you have to make sure you haven't got clear resin coming through here, otherwise it will look, you'll be able to see through. The rest are fine. Okay, and I have mixed my resin. The resin is already mixed. I am using, as usual, my favorite Demolding resin. And it's been sitting there for a long time, so the bubbles are popping. I haven't used the machine today, but I prefer to use sometimes. So before I put my gloves on, let me get how many colors am I going to use? Let's do this. It's the small pot. Okay, so I'll probably use 3 different colors. Glitter, and see from there. Get my toothpick ready here as well. So I'll get the glitter. I'm going for this glitters, which I'm going to mix with my resin. Before I put my gloves, I'm just going to get the glitter out. So, oh, it's so sparkly mix. It looks like it's got gold and green. It's very holographic. That's enough. Get the bigger one. And I got this silver holographic. And got the pink one. Now I'm going to put my gloves on now before I mix with resin. Pressure pot. And most of the bubbles gone. There are some micro bubbles, but never mind. So I think that's enough. That's enough. Okay, mix it. My resin is ready now, so I'm going to pour. Let me go green because I dropped a little bit green there. This beautiful color, really. I'm going to wait for it, and I'll probably go the pink on this one, the heart. One of this. So I'm doing 2 each color. you can see the straw is in its place and it's not moving up because it has stuck with the support here. Well, it's not for the straw, but call it one of these. Let me do this one. Okay, so I've got one more left. Let me finish this first, and then I use my toothpick. Okay, so toothpick, just make sure the resin is gone all in this gap here. So you don't have any bubbles stuck there. Because sometimes when you don't have bubbles in your resin, but when you drop it, it creates bubbles like this one. You can see here. You have to be very careful when you use your to get rid of the bubble. You can squeeze a little bit like this, and the bubbles can get out as well. So that looks like that's done. Let me finish this first. So yeah, you can see because it's a shaker mold, so it's a thin line there where the resin goes. So you have to make sure there's no bubble there. And one thing about this side is this is going to be your back. I can see a bubble there. So yeah, just push it and it will come off just like that. So as you can see, the pens ready here. I'm going to demold them and see how they look at the side. I did it yesterday afternoon, so it's set in the morning. See. Oops, come on, get out. See? You can see here, and you can see, so this one is going to be used as a filler. If you don't want to fill, you don't need to do anything, but the smooth goes on the top, the bottom, and if I need to put something there, I can put, even you can fill it up, this one, if you don't want, but this is normally for refill air, which goes in when you use the refill, and it looks pretty good. Let me try one more thing, if you're worried about your refill to get lifted, what you need to do, use your UV resin. So when you've placed the refill, put the UV resin on the bottom, just there. When you've placed it, just put it on the bottom and cue this part under the UV light, so it will stick there. And then you can you have to put just a little bit of it, so you can see this one. So how beautiful it looks. I love this green color. It's nice with the gold tint with it. Nice. Sometimes what happens when we don't cut on the right size what we need to be, it can create the refill can lift up, so because it hasn't got support at the back front to get secure there. So that's why at that point you need to be using UV light, and you can just stick that one. Don't like when I put it. So you can see, and that's going to be a front, and that's but that will be the back, and that's the front. So at that point you can take, if you want to keep this open, if you have a blue tack or anything, you can pull it up with the plucker or anything like that. So this is going to be off. You can see. See, the refill can. I'll show you the refill. I have to bring it from upstairs, and then I'll show you how the refill can get in. So that's all for demolding, and I'll show you the another part, how to put the how to fill the shakers. So now what we do, we're going to fill these shakers. The first thing we need for that, you can either use any plastic which is got which is thick, any clear thick plastic coming out from the packaging, you can use that, or you can use I use this acetate paper, acetate. So I am going to mark it and cut it first. So you have to cut, don't go all the way to the edge, cut in the middle part. So if you have an edge here, like here, if you put your plastic there, don't mark to cut here, just go in the middle, because we need a little bit space when we do our doming. We need a space to seal the acetate. That's why we have to cut a little bit smaller. So what I do, I'm just going to cut a long piece like that. I think that should be enough, yeah, from here. So just going to cut this first, and then I'll make a mark and then cut it. So I cut a little bit bigger. I was going the other way around. Never mind. So now get your pen out and make a mark. So do one by one. So I'm going to do this one. So I'm going just right in the middle, because I don't want too big. So when I do doming, I need to make sure it has enough, don't move please, it has enough space to go the resin to cover that bit. And now I'm going to take my scissors and cut this off and then wipe it. There you go, that's done. So one done. Now let's do the other one. Cut this off. That's a bit funny shape. Remember how, because those three big and that's little small here, it's perfectly fits though. That's two done. The moon. Hello. For the filler, you can use oil or you can use the water as well. It depends on you what you want to use. I am going to use the baby oil. And I'm going to fill up in this bottle. You can see it's a needle bottle, so it's easy to fill up this one. So first I'm going to fill up, and that's probably enough. Okay, so we got that one. Now the filler, what we're filling inside. So what we're doing, I think I dropped some oil here, that's not good. So for the filler you can use anything. I have got that little hearts, it's good, so I can use that one. I have got some pearls as well, got little pearls here as well, and you can see some of those the chunky kind of the glitter, but this one is really nice when it's inside. So what I do, so I got 4 different things and I'm going to use all different things. This one is going in this here, so you need to, oops, dear me, acetate seed on the top. It doesn't move a lot, so that's the reason why. So I think that's more than enough, and I am going to pour some oil just to, That's it. I'll fill it up later on. So I'm just going to put, the first thing you just put a little bit oil, so you maybe just go like that. That's it. And I'm going to put this back in. I already got another one. So that's it. Now use this. So using this one, which I'm going to put in here. Thanks. Now I need to get my resin out first. I'm going to put my gloves on. Just putting one gloves on. Don't want to smell on my hand anyway. I don't like the UV resin smell. So I've got this, and I'm going to pour in a tiny pot. Don't need too much right now. Let's do this, and I need the toothpick. Toothpick is really handy. So first, because this one got wiped now, let me just wipe it back again. Because so you don't want to have your fingerprints on. That's the main reason how to wipe it. So I'll try not to touch with this hand. Let me just put it here. And if you look carefully, this is the first way to do it. So you got your here. I'm holding in my hand. I normally don't hold in my hand, but I just want to show you. So you put a UV resin on the edge, inside edge. Just put on inside edge, not all over. Inside edge. The thing is, we have to use the epoxy as well to seal it completely, because sometimes what happens, UV resin doesn't adhere the epoxy. So this one, that's the reason why you have to make sure you cover it properly once you done it. Let me just check. Looks like it's done. Okay, I need this. I don't need scissors there. Don't need to see that. Okay, where did I leave it? Here. So I'm going to pick it up and place right up there. I need another toothpick. Oops, dropped something. It looks like it has cover. Now I'm going to move it under my UV lamp. Now let it dry. and I go back again one more time, put the UV resin there, and doing same with this one as well. So going around on the inner edge. And put the heart. Need a little bit resin. And put this back and get my toothpick, push it in. Yeah, perfect. I will try this as well. I'll finish off all of the same there as well. So this one was the first one done, so I'm going to go back again there, just on the top of the edge where not on the outer edge, just on top to secure more, no, I'm not going on the edge over there at all, because that one I'm saving for epoxy resin. Just in case if you have gone, just move it. I mean, if you touch the outer edge, just move it around. It just helps to secure your plastic to the stick it well. If you haven't touched properly last time, it hasn't done properly, this time it can be the second layer, so that's the reason why. Okay, so that's some of them still going on because I went to do something else. So you can see, if you may be able to see, on the side it has got a little bit space, hasn't touched the UV resin there, so I've got like a little bit space there. I can see. Now I'm going to fill it up oil. So to fill up the oil, what you need to do, you need to use the drill. I'll show you the 3 ways to do it. The first way you can do with the drill, so you make a hole on the top there. I can actually show you the 2 ways right now because I've already done it. The other way, the third way, is when you put your UV resin on the one side top or on a corner or anywhere, like just put up till there and leave that one to do it later on. So once this get cured to twice you have done, you can lift a tiny bit up and fill up your oil. So that's the first way to do it. The second way is you drill the hole. I have already got the hole here, you see, so you can fill up the second way like that. So got a hole here, and I'm going to fill it up. You can see it filling up. Fill up all the way. That's it. And okay, yeah, got a big bubble there, so that's how it is. You can move around then, but I don't want to do it right now. And then once that's done, I'm going to put my gloves back on. When that's done, you have to put you have to use your UV resin to cover your hole. So for example, if I for like this one, I already done it. Honey. Okay, so that's done. So what I'm going to do, where the hole is, just put a little bit UV resin there. So on the top there. Don't push it in too much. Just put it there, and then quickly cure it. Under the UV light. Then put it back in again one more time, just on the side where we got the hole, and use your same toothpick and get rid of the excess one. You can see it's got smooth face like other one, and then cure it under the UV light, and you can, once it's done, thing is okay, now it's not going to drip, so I'm going to leave it out to cure. Now the second way to do it, drill the hole right at the bottom, turn it on, and just drill it that done. Then you can see the hole there, and push just one inside and fill it up. You can see the big bubble there, which is the air. I like leaving like this anyway. I'm just going to put a little bit more. So I had to wipe it because there was one hole at the top. I didn't realize I made the hole already there. So then just put a tiny bit there, and I'm going to cover this part as well, and do here, once I wipe it, I'm put on a topic, and I'm going to replace this one as well. The reason why wiping, you need to wipe because you don't want any fingerprints there, and you don't want any oil either. So you need to use the alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, and just wipe it off. So if any oil on the side, you can get rid of. So I'm just going to put it there time being until I finish all of them, and I don't want any oil either. As before you put your epoxy resin, that's the thing, you need to remember to do it because you don't want any fingerprints or anything. Oh, by the way, I put the hearts there. I just wanted to have a charm, so I put the little hearts there, and that looks really beautiful. So I did it yesterday when I had leftover resin. I thought, oh, let me do that. It looks really nice. It does need a lot of work to do this, but I just enjoy doing it, so I don't mind it. Yeah, if you're using the water as your filler inside, use the distilled water. Don't use just a tap water, because that's no good. I'm just going to give another wipe before I move this in. Having here drips, what you need to do, you put Elmer glue or PVA glue, let it dry, and then do your top bit, dome your bit, and there won't be any problem then. But I'm so used to it, so I don't do unless I'm using big pieces like the heart and things like that. Got my gloves on, and I'm going to start turning. Just going to move this way, one that way, be easier so you can see properly. Try. Yeah, so now time to go for the last step before we put our refill in. So shall I use this one? Yeah, should be alright. Just have to make sure not putting too much. And that goes on the top, and then you can use a toothpick or silicone brush and spread it around all the way on the edge. And that's how it gets sealed. And then look under the light, just in case if you have missed any part. And this one looks like it's covered properly. Okay, I'm going for another one as well. Make sure you put in your both gloves if you're working with the both hand, because your safety comes first before anything else. So these are ready now. You can see now how nice the doming effect on it, and you can see the bubble moving around your shaker, so everything is moving around. Well, I think you'll be able to see it. Same with this one. This one got the bubbles. This one got the less oil, but they are still moving. You can see it's moved a lot hard. Got this one lovely moving. This one just got like a pink. I use just pink beads, and they're quite matching with it. So I'm just going to show you to put the pan. So I normally use this pan and get the refill out and put it in. See, you can see it's easily going, and push it a little bit gently, and that's it, it's done. What you need to do, when it's run out, just pull it out and replace it. So that's done. I'm going to put 4 right now. Because this one, I mean, these paints are not that expensive when you buy it, and we can replace that one. That's the main reason to use this. And push it in gently. Look at that, I got full support. Same with this one. That's not gone in. Yeah, it's gone in now. You can take it out, just pull it. And you try to pull, just hold this one. If you're holding this one, it won't come out. So yeah, that's how our pants are looking. They're gorgeous on there. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll show you another close look outside in under the sun. It's now very sparkly though. Yeah, I'll put this one later on. So thank you, and bye for now.